In this video, I'm going to go over how you can launch and test unlimited amounts of ideas, but more specifically, how do you launch sites you don't need any technical knowledge of. So this might be useful if you want to build a micro SaaS or you just want to play around and launch your first website. What we're going to be using is CloudFlare Pages. This is free. It's a service by CloudFlare that lets you host sites that instantly deploy from your local device to online. So this is really useful because you don't have to mess around with setting up servers or other stuff. So I'm going to go through all the steps that you need. Go from idea to launching your first website. You want to sign up with Cloudflare. Again, it's free. The next step is to have an idea. Maybe you already have a website that you want to host, or you're not sure how to get an idea, right? So what you can do is you can use Exploding Insights, and basically in Exploding Insights, it gives you a list of ideas and how much money the idea has already made. So let's say I want to create a site called Copy. So this idea has already made over $100,000, and I want to create a SaaS that helps you write better copywriting in your emails that helps you make more money. After we have the idea, now we need to buy the domain. I bought my domain off of Namecheap, but you can use any service to buy your domain. I bought this domain called copychella.com. After we have our domain name, we go over to Cloudflare, we add our domain, and then we grab these two values, the name server values. It's typically two values. You go to the site where you bought your domain, and then you want to add these two name servers. So this will probably be different for other sites, but in Namecheap, you just click on custom DNS and copy and paste these two values. After you have these values, go to pages on Cloudflare. If you can't find it, just go up here and type in pages, and it will bring you to a site called Workers and Pages. You just go here. I've already set it up, but you click on create and you add your page. So you click on pages, and then you want to connect it to your GitHub. And the reason for this is because when you make changes to your code base and you push it to GitHub, it'll instantly update the site. So I will show you that right after this. It will look like this once it is all set up. So you have this page where it links to the actual domain name. You can add your custom domain, right? This is if you want the site pointing to your domain name. So I've already bought this domain, which I've connected to my GitHub. So in the GitHub, I will show you guys the code. So right now I just have one HTML page, and it says copy chilla hello world. On here, you can see the two domains plus the fact that I've connected to my GitHub. And if you go to copychilla.com, you will see this. Let me show you how easy it is to update. I made this sheet of profitable business ideas that you can start over a weekend. So it's a list of manually curated ideas that are not only profitable and validated, but also ideas that are low maintenance and stuff that you can start with no money. I'm going to be updating this sheet every month. All you need to do is just go to the first link in the video, put in your email, and then you should get access to the sheet. So basically this is the domain. Here is the code base with my one index page. Let me show you guys how easy it is. Let's just say sample one. All right, so we save it. And I have this command that lets me instantly write a commit message and push to my GitHub. So I push it to my GitHub right now, and you can see that this is the GitHub and it's updated. Let's go over to the actual domain and see how fast it does it. It should be pretty fast, like under 30 seconds, since this is just a static HTML page and it doesn't really require any builds. But let's see, on Cloudflare, and let's see, this is the new commit I made, and the site should now be updated. So now it has sample one, right? After we have all that set up, that should take less than an hour. After you have the landing page, you can go into cursor and create a mock landing page. So let's say I want a landing page, a 2-column. All right, so this is a pretty quick prompt to create a 2-column landing page where there is a call to action to sign up on the left and a feature GIF to the right. Just use a color box as a placeholder, and then add social proof under. And then I just gave it my idea, which is an app that helps me write better copy for my email marketing. We can go into Exploding Insights and copy the idea. Just copy this, write better professional sales, brand, website copywriting. It's already made over $300. Let's resubmit this. So you can see that it's writing all of the HTML here, and there's no fancy JavaScript or anything like that. So let's open it up in our local device and see what it looks like. Yeah, it's not the best looking, but you can see that it has our headline, our button, the color box that I mentioned, and then the social proof. And then you basically just push it to GitHub. After it's pushed to GitHub, then it will update the site. And the way that I'm automatically pushing it is I have this, I forget the link of it, but it allows you to just auto push to GitHub with Command Enter on Mac. If you search for that on Twitter, there's a guy that teaches you how to do it. But yeah, it should be a pretty easy setup. And now you can see that this is the actual website, copychilla.com, and it is now updated. What does this mean? This means we can test a lot of landing pages, a lot of offers, a lot of ideas, and see which one is working relatively fast and for free, right? Because CloudFlare is free. The only thing we're limited by is the domains we buy. You can buy a new domain per idea, but like a cheaper way, just as a tip, is you can use a subdomain. So idea.copychilla.com, idea2.copychilla.com. You can have an infinite amount of subdomains after you buy the one domain. That's just a cheaper way to test more ideas.